Hello, sister friends. So good to see you. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Hello, hello. It is good to see you all. It is good to be here. And we are meeting because all of a sudden it hit me. I mean, we were going to meet anyway. But I kept thinking, what are we going to talk about? We're just going to pick a topic. I know we can just sit here and talk the entire time. But I didn't want half the people to drop off. I know half of us would just sit here and chat about whatever. And be able to do it for 3 to 4 hours. But I wanted the majority of the people to also be invested. And then I thought, well, my goodness, we've been saying we are going to go back and start at season 1, episode 1 this summer, and after the series ended, and it's going to take us forever to get through it. There are so many episodes. What better time to do it than to start now? And that being said, I was thinking, not that there's a whole lot of these days, but occasionally, every now and then, there may be a day where I have an evening free, or maybe even an afternoon free. I just want to catch up on all of this. And so I might just do a surprise live and do the next episode. I'm not going to do it that often because my life is pretty busy. So with the Sunday night and then the Tuesday night and then the rest of my life, there's not a whole lot of other time, but like I feel like I should be able to get one more in. I always say that, don't I? And then there isn't. Okay. You may be able to see Miss Cosette over here. Cosette, hi. Hi, sweetie. Just don't go on the couch, okay? Yeah, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. This was a recommendation from one of you sister friends. They said, well, I know Cosette's not allowed on that couch at all at night or Chubbs. So how about putting a climber behind you so that we can enjoy just watching them? And I'm like, they probably would go on a climber if I put it there. So I got one of the small ones and I put it there. I am praying it does not incentivize them to go from the climber onto the couch. It could be a disaster. And then I thought, I'll just throw the blanket that is over here. Oh, you can't see it. It's too dark. No, it's over here. See, you really can't see it. It's too dark. There's a blanket on the couch behind this pillow, and it's gray, so it matches the couch. I was just going to spread it all out, but then I thought, they're cats. They're not going to get it if sometimes they can go on the couch and sometimes they can't, because sometimes there's a blanket and sometimes there isn't. They're not going to understand that. So I need to stick with the plan. They're not allowed on the couch. This is a sleeper sofa. This is where guests sleep. I need to keep the cat hair out of it. I have a son-in-law who's allergic to cats. In general, them being in this room is not ideal. So having them all around the couch is not perfect, but on it, really not a good thing. All right. And it's that kind of material that collects cat hair. Okay, let's go on. Let me say hi to people. And we are going to start. Here's the good news. Here's the really good news. Season 1, episode 1, no Robin. We have no Robin. It's going to be so good. Does she come in at the very end or does she come in episode 2? I can't remember. But I know episode 1 is setting the foundation and introducing the OG3 and Cody. All right, let me go over and say hi to some people in the chat. We've got lots of people here. Sorry for my last minute posting of everything. My daughter, somebody pulled in front of her and she was in a car accident. She has a very old car and her airbag's deployed, which means the car is basically probably totaled because for the expense of putting that back in, she probably has to just get a new car. Dealing with insurance, and I have the title apparently, but I can't find the title, so I have a stack this high of paperwork that I need to file. It's over here. I'm hoping it's in there because it is not in my file drawer under car, because that's my life. I swear I gave it to her, but she says she doesn't have it, so okay. Anyway, I was doing that when I was going to be making a thumbnail and getting this up and going. So but that's our lives, right? Isn't that what I'm saying is your life too, right? That's how life goes. Okay. Hello to Lisa Hannon, Kitty 1838, Lynn Skinner, thank you for being here and thank you for moderating. Lynn, do appreciate all you do. Danny Towns, hello. Knit My Bit, good to see you. Elizabeth Murphy, hello. Who else is here? Joni's here. Passing for Normal. Who else? Whiskey River. Shell Bell. Lots of chat going on. Oh gosh, we have hundreds of comments in the chat already. Crystal Langford, Brenda Gunger, The Crow, Mama Squirrel, Teflon Queen. If I miss anyone, I'm sorry. I'm trying to scroll quickly just to get a bunch of people that I can say hello to and then get going. Susan Shea, Ethel Mertz, Betty B, Mary, Lashonda, 403, Ethel Mertz. Oh, I think I said... I think I shout you out twice. Oh, I might do that too. I might miss some of you at the beginning. I might shout some of you out twice. Void, Dawn, Tracy, hi, Carol, Carol Annie. That's new. You never had an I at the end of your name, Carol Ann, did you? Carol Annie D. Let's see. Ann Kelly, hello. Frenchie BG, Robin Dahl, Sam Stewart, Sherilyn Potter, Dawn, Trish Mansfield, the other Trish, Vanning, you caught alive, yay! I should be clicking on these, see? I forget this every time. And a shout out again to our moderator, Lynn Skinner. Appreciate you. Anyone else who might want to moderate, just shoot me an email. Let me know. Get you hooked up. Tina Fairchild, hello. And Trish, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Right off the bat. Excellent. Dawn, BMV. Go to the BMV to get it. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's $30, but I will if I have to. Here's the other part of me that's like, I should go through this pile this high and I should organize it. These were my credit card receipts. These are this, and I should get it into this file cabinet over here rather than on the shelf in this other cupboard where I've been shoving everything that needs to eventually get organized in the file cabinet. So I'm going to force myself tomorrow between speech therapies to slowly but surely, or as kids show up late, I'll get excited when they're late. And I'll be putting things in piles on the floor all around me until I come across that title, which I really don't think I have. I really think I gave it. Okay. BMV, that might be step number 2. It is in my name, so I can go to the BMV and get it. It's not in her name, so. Or the DMV in most of your states. In Ohio, it's the BMV. Bureau of Motorized Vehicles as opposed to department. All right. A few more people and then we're heading off. Rebecca, hello. Meredith, hello. Angela, hello. Meredith, you finally caught your first live. That's excellent. And Dawn, you were the 51st person to hit the like. These aligners on my teeth, by the end of this month, I'm done with them. Sometimes I just take them out for these lives. I forgot to today, so hopefully, I feel like I'm used to using them now, but I just caught myself lisping. So sweet of you, Trish. Thank you. Yes, hit that like button. Give some love. Show our sister friend support. That's where the SOS came from. Okay. Oh, yes, Lynn, we need to come up with new drinking words today. Oh, I'm going to have to run. I just realized I don't have my drink here. Yep. As soon as we start it, I'm going to run and grab my drink. It's right in the next room. Hello from snowy Maryland. Hello, Rosamond. Rebecca, hello. Or Becca, hello. Kathy, hi. All right. There's always been an I at the end. Isn't that funny? I never noticed it. But I know it's you because I recognize the picture, so look at me being unobservant. I'd make a terrible detective. All right, let's get going here. Um, oh, so much going on here. All right, so I will. Oh, and another Jenny. Hi, Jenny and Stacia. And I'm glad you made it to the live too. A lot of people making it to live for the first time today. That's awesome. Who knew? Wonder why. Wonder what is different about this Tuesday. Well, we are a little bit later, and that was simply because that FaceTime with my daughter went a lot later than I expected, and then I had to get everything together and get going. So before we get going, let me get our first banner going across the screen, and this is the banner of all of our Keep the Lights On level supporters. So we'll have that going across as we get going. I'm going to play the audio. Again, this is just to stay within the guidelines of copyright. Although I've never seen anything in print that says that we can play the audio, but everybody does and nobody gets caught on it. And I actually contacted a copyright. I contacted a content creator at one point, and who does the audio too, and said, do you have a copy of it? Like how do you do just the audio? Have you ever had a problem with it and all that? And they just said it was always their understanding they could, and they've been doing it for like 5 years and never had a problem. I'm like, good enough for me. So obviously it's okay. So, but we know, put the audio and video together, there's a problem. I know that from my own videos that I post on the channel, of which, if you haven't had a chance, I posted another one today. And later in this week, I will have season 19, episode 1, talking to my son, Zach. Zach, look at me. I always forget the title of that series. Zach, it's not, I always want to say Zach is back, and it's not Zach is back because it was between those two, but he chose the other title. Actually, I was thinking of rebranding it and Zach by popular demand. That's what it was. Zach by popular demand. But I was thinking about maybe making any video I ever have Zach in under an umbrella category of Zach by popular demand. And having this series of season 19, discussing it with him, be, oh no, I forgot the title, but it was like, something like Reflect Back with Zach, or something like that. Something that more specifically let people know we're going to be talking about the episodes. I can't remember what I was thinking of titling it, but I thought it might be more, people would understand more what they were getting rather than Zach by popular demand. Although I appreciate that you all want Zach back by popular demand, which is very sweet of you all. Okay. Oh, let me get back to comments too. Okay. Elizabeth is leaving New York and moving to Ohio. You're going to like Ohio. What part of Ohio? The further north you are, you might get a lot of snow. But I was just talking to my hairdresser today, which is why my hair is really kind of so flat and that, because I never have her style it. I always just go, don't bother. Right? I really drop a ton of money. But I was talking to her today, and we were laughing about how everybody talks about, like, why do we live here again? Which we were trying to figure it out. I was at a women's group last night, and the one lady walked in, and she goes, I don't know, I can't take this weather anymore. I used to. My friend was telling me the other day, you used to be able to handle it. Like, what's wrong with you? And we're like, I don't. We just do. We just trudge through, and we just do. And then all you Canadians. I don't have any room to complain. Y'all have it worse than we do. So I'm gonna just button my lip and not complain anymore. But we've had some pretty snowy and pretty cold days. My husband's already had at least 4 days off of work due to inclement weather this year, and he might get another one on Thursday because tomorrow afternoon, another wave of ice and cold is coming through. Craziness. And our Browns are falling apart at the seams. Our football team, and we're a football town, like the Indians are doing good, the Cavaliers are doing great, and which is wonderful. But we're just a Browns town. It's okay. All right, all right. We don't need to talk sports. Let's not talk sports. Okay. Minus 27. Where? Minus 27? Okay, yeah, no, that is. Where, Kimberly? Where do you live, Kimberly? That is insane. Oh, Lynn, in the 70s. Just imagine. And then Dawn moved from New York to Central Ohio. There you go. There you go. Central Ohio, right around the capital there. Columbus, further south. You have good weather. Good weather. Okay. Southwest Michigan had friends move to Ohio for milder weather. That's true. That's, I guess, good point, Nitmavit. Go north to Michigan. I have no room to complain. Well, I mean, okay. I'm just gonna say this one thing and then I'll let it go. We have the way Lake Erie hits. The lake, I'm gonna give you all a science lesson. The lake is, when winter comes and it gets really cold outside, the lake stays warmer most of the time until it's completely frozen over. So what happens is when the cold air goes over the lake, even though the lake is extremely cold, you wouldn't want to swim in it, you get hypothermia, but it goes over the lake. They have what's called lake effect weather. So the term, I don't know what happens to it, but the turmoil that happens between the weather, the cold air that goes over this lake creates an incredible burst of precipitation, which results in snow. So if you live on the east side of the lake, of Cleveland-ish suburbs, if you will, on getting into like Pennsylvania, you'll get dumped with tons of snow. If you're on the other side of it, it's not so bad. And so Michigan doesn't have to deal with that lake effect weather. So sometimes we have worse weather than Michigan in terms of snow because of the lake effect situation. There you go. Pros and cons. Okay. All right. Every state has their ups and downs and pros and cons. It really is. It's fun to kind of just travel around and visit them all because there's great things everywhere. Okay. All right. So we are going to listen to, I have it all ready to go. It's going to be really interesting too. I just had for the first minute playing before I started, and I'm looking at Cody looking young and exuberant and happy and just smile on his face, like very, very fake smile. And I remember when I watched the premiere, like the first season, and that he felt, well, everyone felt like they were like, hi, how are you? The uncomfortableness, especially Mary. Mary really felt like she was Christine looked very comfortable. Janelle looked very shy. Mary looked very uncomfortable. And Cody looked like he was acting. He was like into it and very excited, but acting. Like he didn't seem natural and comfortable at all. So the whole thing was odd right from the get-go. But that being said, he was all smiles the whole time. A very different persona from what we see now. All right, let's go ahead. Saskatchewan, Canada, Kitty. Whew, you have the weather. Okay, here we go. And if you can't hear it, let me know. I don't know where Cosette went.
name is Cody Brown.
Well, you can't hear that. I can tell you that. Let me turn that up. Okay. Oh, let me turn up both the program and my computer. Okay, here we go. It's called Meet Cody and the Wives. Okay, can we just pause? We're not even starting. We haven't even gotten 1 second into it. I didn't even realize. The first episode of a series called Sister Wives, the first title is Meet Cody and the Wives. The Wives. Oh, like demeaning little, and the wives over there. Ugh. Okay, here we go.
And you've got to meet my family. I'm a polygamist, but we're not the polygamist you think you know. I have 3 awesome wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine. And I have 12 wonderful children. My family's on the verge of a huge change. Because love should be multiplied, not divided.
Which is a sentence that makes really no sense when you think
I like
about
marriage, and I'm a repeat offender, so I have adopted a faith that embraces that lifestyle. In fact, it recommends it, and like to reward good behavior. So if you're good with one marriage, they figure you'll be good with 2. I hope they think I'll be good with 4. Let's go ahead and go home, and you can meet my family. They're special. You'll like them. And I'm excited about introducing you to them. Hey, you going to come say hi to me? Have you got a big kiss for me? Where's my big kiss? Oh, you've been playing in water, haven't you? How's it going, son? What'd you do today?
Stubbed my toe.
You did? This is Janelle. We don't really use an order, but if you're questioning the order of how family came together, she's number 2. Okay, hi. How's it going?
Awkward.
Oh, shoot.
As he hugs her. Now he's walking into
house.
Mary's apartment.
She's got a kitchen and then all of her rooms, and she's this level. How's it going?
Very good.
How was your day? My day was really quite nice.
Good.
So this is my daughter Mariah. Hi, sweetheart. How's it going? Hey, that's Peyton. Is your mom coming over?
I don't know.
Okay, let's go downstairs. This is my wife, Christine.
Hi.
Should we introduce her?
Yes.
This is Truly, our little girl, soon to come. Truly is actually going to be number 13. 20 years ago, I married Mary. And then 17 years ago, I married Janelle. And then 16 years ago, I married Christine. I just fell in love. And then I fell in love again. And then I fell in love again.
Oh, did you?
Mary and I have 1 child. She's 14 now. Janelle and I have 6 kids from 5 years old to 15. Christine and I have 5 kids from 6 to 14 years old, with 1 more on the way.
We have 3 separate apartments in 1 big house, but they're all connected on the inside. I have the bottom right side. Mary has the top. And then Janelle has the whole left side.
This home is actually built by a polygamist, and this is probably typical of what you'll find in most polygamous families. Separate living spaces, but interconnected, and so the family functions as a whole, but we all have our own autonomy.
We've always been 1 family, so the children have always been siblings to one another.
All 3 of us were married before any of the kids were born. I married Cody, and then 3 months later, Janelle had Logan. So when we tell you that really the kids are all ours, is because we've raised all of the kids.
I mean, we've all been there.
For all of them.
They don't
all of
they
them,
don't
and it's-
comprehend anything different.
Yeah.
Should we have dinner?
Yes.
Once in a while, we actually manage to have dinner. I'd say about 3 times a week. We have meals together. It's the whole family. Hey, can you say blessing, please?
Sure. Heavenly Father, please just thank for
We're a fundamentalist Mormon family, not a LDS or Mormon family. They quit practicing polygamy 120 years ago. Big difference from us and them, similar to Catholics and Protestants. I grew up on a ranch in northern Wyoming where it's cold as you can imagine. I wasn't raised in polygamy. I didn't grow up in it. When I was about 20, my dad converted to a faith that embraced polygamy. So when I was 21, I started going to this church. I meet Mary. She was the bait. When I was dating Mary, it was very easy to it was an expectation. Her dad had 5 wives. And her dad and I discussed the lifestyle and the faith all the time. And I eventually convert, and then a few months later, I marry her. I'm in advertising sales, and it gives me a little bit of freedom for family. Sometimes I work 60 hours, and other times I'm able to take a extra long weekend. That's really important to have that kind of freedom. At the same time, I've been very afraid of ever having an employer understand where I'm coming from, or simply out of just of my own personal fear of their potential prejudice against my lifestyle.
We're sisters.
Sisters from the same mister. She's a sister from the same mister, and he's a brother from another mother.
And plague talk.
She's got a mouthful. She said it's plague talk.
plague food or plague whatever. And that's how most of us are known, is polygamists. I don't know. My name is Janelle.
Some may refer to us as liglets.
Yeah, they're all plaguelets.
Liglets.
You know what? I hope that our kids do what they want to do in their life, whether it's live our lifestyle or have no religion at all, as long as they are strong and firm in what they want to do and what they want to believe, and that they're not following somebody else.
The biggest thing is if we raise productive, contributing members of society who are moral and ethical, that's our final goal, whatever their path is. You're not getting married until you go to college and you get yourself an education. I'm gonna go to beauty school. I don't care what it is, but you're getting some sort of education.
Yes, ma'am.
That was
Ultimately, I want
Janelle
them to
talking to
marry who they love,
Maddie.
not marry because they have to
I believe in
or
marrying
choose
for love,
or
so I
choose
hope they do
who,
that.
God forbid, that someone chooses their marriage for them. Ugh.
With my family schedule and then just trying to have personal time with each wife, I'd say about 3 nights a week, I'll be away from the house with a wife. Just so that each one of them have an opportunity to bond a little bit, and sometimes it's not really a date. It might be just out to, for a short drive or something so that I'm able to connect with them a little bit. I finally actually had to start keeping a record, where I'm at, just making sure that everybody gets the same amount of time, because sooner or later somebody's going to complain. I don't feel like I'm getting a fair amount of time or a fair shake here.
Yep. As soon as Robin comes.
Having the lifestyle and having him only once every 3rd night frees up a lot of time for us to go do what we need to do.
Like if I'm not getting my needs met, I'll just look at them. Okay, I need to go on a date. Do you understand? I need a date.
And she says, okay, I'll be ready for our date in 45 minutes. Go get ready. Say hi to the other wives. We're going out tonight.
Good. I'm so excited.
Okay, cool.
Get a hair.
Well, you look pregnant. I bet you there's something in there.
I think so.
We do have sex. It's true.
Let's clarify who the we is in this.
Individually, though, there's 3 separate marriages, 3 separate sexual relationships as well.
And they never cross the boundary.
Christine and Janelle and I each have our own bedrooms, and Cody is welcome in each of those bedrooms alone. It's just how it is. We don't go weird.
First mention of weird.
You're probably wondering where I sleep. I just rotate on a schedule, but I go through a rotation so that I can stay with each one of my wives the same amount of time. So everybody has time with me.
But it's important, I think, for each of the three of us to have him have a good relationship with the others.
Can you try and switch that shift? See, Janelle's working too, though. Janelle can't get off of her work.
It'll be easier for me to get off than Janelle to get off. So I'm not going to even try until I know that Janelle does, and then I'll try.
When he is ornery with another one, he gets weird with me. And I don't want that, you know? And so it's very important for him to have a good relationship, and the sexual nature of it is definitely part of that good relationship. And when he's off with somebody else, I just don't think about that part of it. You know, why would I want to do that to myself? You know, I mean, they do that, I do that, and that's okay.
And we know that that's required in each relationship. So I know that some people think, how do you feel when he's off with another woman and sleeping with her and you know they're having sex? It's like, well, gosh darn it, they better.
I know that if anything were to happen to me, you know, Janelle and Christine would be there to step up and raise my daughter.
Okay, we're going to have to sit through the commercials because this is on TLC. See, and this is what I'm talking about in terms of the lies. When somebody was saying the other day, well, Christine's never lied in this series. Where was I? I don't know if it was a comment on a thing or if it was a live stream. I'm like, no, because I said that they've all lied at some point. I'm like, no, of course they've lied. Like, they've lied to cover Cody. They've lied to cover the faith of the AUB faith and the tenet of polygamy. There's the first blatant one right there. When somebody says your husband's off having sex with another wife, well, gosh darn it, he better. No, she never felt that. Especially Christine, because she was the one, admittedly, over and over and over and over again, who was the most needy, who always wanted him, all the way to this very last episode in season 19. Where she's writing with Janelle and saying how she always wanted him with her and how needy she was and how she respected Janelle for being more independent. And Janelle's like, yeah, I didn't want him around. Goodness, the lies. Okay. I have documented twice that Mary has used the word weird. That is one thing I'm going to document in this thing. I have to figure out all the things I'm going to be documenting. So we have 2 weirds from Mary. Her use of the word weird is weird. That's all I'm going to say. Bizarre. We don't go weird, and it's weird with me. I also going to kind of document how much we see Cody really hanging out with his kids, like really interacting with his kids. So we did see him just sitting at the table, and it felt odd to see that. The kids were all just sitting around in the kitchen and just like eating snacks, and the moms were standing around, and he was just sitting back and just chatting with all of them like a normal family. This is a scene that will dissipate as the seasons go on. So he's sitting at the island, just talking with his kids. But I do find it interesting that right away from season, geez, already? Not many commercials. And let me go back. I don't want to see if I missed anything. How come it won't go back? Hold on. It will not go back. That's weird. Let me just refresh. This is probably the beginning of that. Yeah. Okay. What was I saying? The season 1, episode 1, we see him walking into the house with Janelle, and right away he says to Savannah, "Hi, Savannah, are you going to come give me a hug?" See, now I always thought of him as the kids just loving to be around him early on, that they couldn't get enough of him, and that he really loved being around them early on, and that kind of dissipated and I mean, eventually became animosity over the years. But I find it interesting to go back. Like, this is interesting to watch because that's not what I'm seeing here. He's like, "Are you going to come here?" And he's like, "Are you going to give me a hug and a kiss?" It's a, ooh, and it felt very weird and weird. Listen, I'm going to say she's going to rub off on me, but it felt very manipulative and wrong almost. That kind of manipulative. Let's just leave it at that. Manipulative. Well, are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? Kind of like, what's wrong with you? Like a training. What I expect next time is that you will run up to me and you will give me a hug and a kiss. Obviously not because you just instinctually want to, but because I'm telling you, this is the behavior I expect from you. Gross. Okay. Performative. Very good. 80% CMOS. Well put. Yes. For the cameras. Yes, Patrick. Yes. Yeah, that's just weird. Yeah. Acting like a family. Yep. 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 We all got duped. That's right, Meredith. We did. We did. All right. Yeah. Right. Obviously, they do not kiss him on the regular. This was something that he had to request. And Peach, thank you for hitting the like button. 115 hitting the like button. I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah. It's not something that when they saw him, they just felt compelled to do. My kids did when their dad came home. They got so excited that I didn't have to tell them. In fact, I a lot of times would be like, "Can you sit and finish eating?" He'll come to the table. Don't get up. You're ruining everything. All right, fine, go. They'd run and jump and give him a hug, and he'd pick them up and carry them back in. And then I'm like, put them back in their chairs. They're eating. Set them back down in there, and he'd give them a kiss, and they'd sit down and eat with them. Like it would just be that normal, we're really, truly, genuinely happy to see each other situation. I did not get that vibe here whatsoever. All right. Anonymous is excited. Yes, this is exciting to go back and watch all of this. I'm excited too. I'm excited to kind of now what we know now, take it and go back and apply it to what my mind thinks it remembers from 14 years ago. And some of this will be a little bit of a refresher simply because from making videos, I have to go back to certain seasons and episodes to pull some footage when I remember certain things and I want to bring it out, but not much. I haven't seen season 1 and episode 1 in a while. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, let me see. Oh, shoot, sorry. It made it do the commercials again. My bad. All right, let me look a little bit more of the chat. I'm so sorry. All right, I'm a squirrel. My mind is pristine. I have got to start there. I've been so bad. I probably have like almost up to 10 different people that are contacting me about doing like commercially kind of stuff on my channel that I'm just not getting back to because I just don't have time to make the videos and all that. But I have one that is very good about being persistent, and it's called Mind Something. And I realize I think I haven't even looked into it really, but in general, my general understanding of it is it's some sort of supplement that you take that's supposed to help with overall cognition and, memory, recall, mind development. It's called Mind Something. And it was once my kids were home at Christmas time. I mean, it's been months they've been contacting me. I'm like, I'm beginning on it. Well, I'm working on getting a P.O. box. I don't want to keep sending it to my friend's house. Still haven't gotten around to that. And then I'll just let a bunch of emails go by. And then finally my daughter's like, you should just tell them you just keep forgetting. And their product will probably be really good for you to advertise on your channel. I probably should. All right, we are ready. Here we go. All right. I know, Kathy. I wasn't sure if there would be a live today. Oops, I gotta get that going so I can get this. I didn't know if there would be a live today. And then I was gone all day today. I was cleaning out the oven. I didn't anticipate doing that, which sort of led to a deep clean of the kitchen sink and then some stuff on the floor. And it all came about because I noticed when I pulled in late last night that there were some paints on the shelf in the garage. And I'm like, well, those are going to freeze. Why do we have paint and stain in the garage? That makes no sense. That's not going to be any good. So I brought it in the house. So early this morning when I went to feed the cats, I opened them up to just open the cans. And some of the stains were separating and I tried to pour them and then they were like leaking. And then it turned into an entire kitchen clean. 2.5-hour kitchen clean that I didn't expect, which slowly led into the time I had to then go to the hairdresser. So my whole day was not what I expected it to do. And then I ended up on the phone with my daughter for a very long time discussing the whole car and insurance and everything to do with that. So yeah, it was very last minute when I'm like, I have got to get a thumbnail out and let people know we are going live, but it's delayed because I'm behind. So that's my whole story. But here we are. We're here. Nevertheless, we're here. All right. So it says on the screen, this is Thursday, 5:53 a.m. Let me make sure the volume is all the way up. Volume. And here we go.
I went in to wake Mariah up for school, and it took a couple of attempts.
I wonder who those people were on Mariah's wall. Some blonde with long hair. Now Leon.
My name is Mary. I'm Cody's first wife. I have one child. Her name is Mariah, and she's 14 years old. Cody and I met through his sister. She introduced us. I was 19 and he was 22. It actually was a very short courtship. I guess I was just young and in love. And from the time that we met to the time that we got married was 6 months. I came from a culture, and it's not abnormal to get married when you're 19, 20 years old. Mm-hmm. I was raised in a polygamous family. By the time I met Cody, when we were talking about marriage and stuff, at that point, he and I both knew that eventually we would take another wife or wives into the family. You want breakfast? Want to see how I do breakfast for her?
We knew we would.
But did you want to? It's really about all she does for breakfast, if we're lucky. I always expected that I would have a bunch of kids, and that just hasn't been in the works for me. I was very lucky and blessed that I got the one that I did, and it's actually been great that we do have the lifestyle because, Mariah does have siblings, which she wants. I mean, she still tells me, I've got brothers and sisters, but it'd be really cool for you to have another one. It's like, if that ever happens, great, but it just, it hasn't, and I'm okay with that now. There's a lot of years when I wasn't okay with that. After I met Cody, we ended up getting married. So I never went to school. I've been wanting to go back for probably 10 years, but I never knew what I wanted to do. And so I'm going into psychology. I want to work with at-risk teenagers.
You have a what? Are you serious? Don't move it. You're gonna have Coach Mary to do that. Coach, stop squealing like a girly.
Okay.
Bottom line, no doubt about it. Mary is the tooth puller in the family.
Ready?
My heart.
There you go.
Holy cow.
Do
that. Go get some tissue. Hurry up.
you want yours out too?
Yes, you do. Gwen.
Should we go hold her down?
Yes.
Let's go hold her down.
We're not holding her down.
You're
You're just gonna feel it.
See, and this is why I can't study when they all come home. Because they just want to.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I think that was probably the first experience where we lost two different children's teeth in a 24-hour period.
Oh, no, like in a 10-minute period. No kidding, it was like 10
Even a
minutes.
24-hour period would have covered it.
No, not really.
Let
me see.
Do not pull it out.
Do not pull it out. Why don't you want it out?
Because it will hurt.
What would happen if I promised it wouldn't hurt?
You'd be lying.
I'm sorry. I did not plan that. When you're looking at this lifestyle just as, what can I do to help you or what can you do to help me? It works out totally well. We're holding you down and you're getting it pulled unless you cooperate. Go get it.
Yes, you are. Okay.
Where is she?
Right in here.
Fine, you can just swallow it and chew it up and eat it.
You really don't want it pulled?
Uh-huh.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
You're gonna be glad it's gone.
No, I'm not.
Are you sure?
I'll give you $1.
Oh, there you go.
Give me $1.
And you'll get $1 from the tooth fairy. And then she just went up to Mary's other room to get a tooth pulled. Oh, now it's my idea, so I'm going to do it.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Ready? Ready? Did you even feel it?
She's like,
I thought you were just squeezing it.
see? What do you say now?
Thank you.
I owe you $1, don't I?
Uh-huh.
3 of us moms, as we work together, it just makes each of us better in what we do.
Mary's been a real blessing because she was a force in actually wanting us to be in the principle of plural marriage and polygamy.
More
It's
lies.
not something like I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I'm ready to take another wife. Let's go find somebody.
Mhm.
It's more of a situation of when the right person comes along.
Yeah, you have to know that Janelle and I might have never married Cody. I mean, we wouldn't have married him on our own. It took Mary pulling some strings, and Cody by himself would have never done it. He's had to have Mary's back too.
Mary bonded with Janelle and Christine before it was a serious thought in my mind. Mary's the bait.
No, she said mergers and acquisitions is what you said.
That's lies.
Hey, Mayor, don't forget about the meeting tonight. The big deal meeting. We're talking to the kids either before or after dinner. I'm not sure which. Are you going to come out and help? Okay, see you in a bit. Whenever we do something like yard work, I've always tried to get everybody, all the children involved.
With the different personality types of the 3 of us moms, and then all the different personality types of the 12 children, there's bound to be somebody who's gonna click more.
Did you start this?
I didn't say a word.
Yeah,
You were thinking it.
Innocent as doves.
Having the support system of each other as we work together, it just makes each of us better. It's definitely a benefit to this lifestyle to have somebody there and in place if anything were to happen. So my sister was in a polygamous relationship. She was the second wife. My sister ended up getting cancer, and she ended up passing away 11 months after she found out that she had cancer. And her sister wife was just there for her all the time to, support her and take care of the kids and do whatever she needed him to do. My sister already had a mom in place to take care of her kids for her. So that's definitely a benefit to this lifestyle, because if I know that if anything were to happen to me, I know that there would never be any question that, Janelle and Christine would be there to step up and raise my daughter just like I want her to be raised, with the freedom that she deserves and whatever she wants to do. So that's definitely a plus to this lifestyle.
I think they really meant it back then.
It gives me a great sense of
The OG3.
security to see him taking care of the needs of my sister.
Cody does that. I'm going to start writing that down. He's Cody grabbing faces. He did it all the way through. Like, I remember he even did it like at the wedding, at Robin's wedding. He does this thing where he'll either grab him by the back of the neck or grab him by the face. It just feels very aggressive to me and very not nurturing and loving. Like, come here, bitch. The subtext in my head when he does it. Like, he doesn't have a mean look on his face when he does it, but like, there's nothing about it that I like. I've never seen him do it to Christine, but he does it to Mary all the time. And he did do it to Robin. Maybe he does it to the ones he loves. Maybe that's his love language behind closed doors with those two. Who knows? I actually haven't seen it with Janelle either now that I think about it. All right. Lies. Yes, Joni, Goldilocks was already dating Robin, because if you caught it at the very beginning when he was driving in the car, when he was talking about, oh, if I'm really good with one wife, maybe I can get trusted with another. And he said, so hopefully I'll be trusted with 4 now. Was it? How did he say that? He said it, I don't know if he meant more than 4 or up to 4, but he implied there's definitely going to be 4. And I thought, I never caught that line before. This is the first time just watching it today that I caught that line, that he had foreshadowing. Basically, TLC put foreshadowing right there in the opening scene, him driving in his convertible with the top down and talking about being trusted with 4 wives right from the very beginning. So yeah, he was. And Christine admitted that in an interview as well, that now she did say that the show wasn't being shot at the time. Oh, the commercials are really short here. The show wasn't being shot at the time of Robin coming in, but the negotiations were already happening. And, that goes on for a while. So it's very clear that Robin knew about it, that everyone in the church knew about it. They went to the church for approval. The church didn't give it to them. In fact, the church told them they thought it was a terrible idea. They didn't want it out there. They wanted to keep it still secretive as well. And the church told them that it would be the end of their plural marriage, that this would destroy their marriage as a plural family. Church was right on that one. I don't think the AUB church is right on a lot of things, but they were right on that one. So, shoot, it went back 10 seconds and it went back into the commercial. I hate the TLC website. So she knew all about it before they ever started taping. So this episode 1, in fact, now, she wasn't around when they shot the pilot, but they shot the pilot significantly before the rest of the series. And so some of what we're watching right now in this episode 1 could be cut and pasted from the pilot too, where it was an introduction to the family. And then they may have moved on and had other footage besides that. Because generally speaking, what they do is they shoot a pilot and then they farm it out to lots of different networks and see who's, if there is any takers, and if there's multiple ones, who's the highest bidder, or who has the best package in terms of not necessarily even just the highest price, but the best deal in terms of time and commitment and that type of thing. Or basically. Maybe less money, but guaranteed 2 seasons as opposed to 1 season, that type of thing. So TLC, and I believe, I want to say there was more than one network interested, but TLC was the one that seemed like it would take it, keep it the most pure and make it the least sensational. Okay, it has come back now. So I'm going to turn the volume back up and we are back. It now says Thursday, 5:53 a.m. That's what it said last time, didn't it? Thursday, 5:53 a.m. That's weird.
Tonight, Cody's gonna announce his big news to the kids. We'll see how that goes. It's kind of a normal day for me. I'm up early because I go to work early.
Oh, they're
I
just
work
showing
really
a
long
different
days,
box.
so I'm gone
Okay.
from usually about 6:15 until 7 o'clock or so. So
Wow.
it's nice. Usually Christine will make dinner. I don't have to worry about that when I come home. I work with a bunch of women who are like, oh, I gotta go home and fix dinner. I'm like, oh, not me. My name is Janelle. I'm the second wife of the family. I have 6 children. They are Logan, who is 15, Madison is 14, Hunter is 13, Garrison is 11, Gabriel is 8, and my baby Savannah is 5. Cody will always generally get up wherever he is in the house and say goodbye to me because I leave so much earlier than everybody. At first, I just took it for granted, but now I kind of appreciate that he does that.
Good morning.
If I don't see him before he leaves, then usually he calls me on the way to work and says, oh, you didn't wait for me to come see you. So that's nice.
That's nice.
Hi, Henny.
Him scolding her.
Good. I grew up in the mainstream Mormon church. And they don't practice polygamy. I had no idea there was even such a thing as polygamists. I mean, I live here in an area where there's a lot. I had no idea, none. I met Mary's family when I was 19. I actually met Cody a few years after that. So they were like my little novel polygamous friends for a long time. I have these friends and they're polygamists, you know what I mean? I think I was 22 when I finally thought, wow, Cody's a great guy. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm okay with this plural marriage thing, you know? When I finally decided, it really didn't seem so strange. It was not like this big, let me think about this. It wasn't a huge jump for me for some reason. Hey, baby. Well, I need to get going. Okay, sweetheart.
Oh, nice.
All right, see ya.
Every day I wake up about a half hour earlier than everyone else, make breakfast. I usually don't cook for all 12 children. Mostly I just cook for my part of the family. All right, come on, you gotta eat. You got everything, Gabe? Oh, yes. She's so spoiled. We still have one more of these, but at the beginning of the week we had 3. Kind of try to top it off with oatmeal every now and then. Beats buying eggs every couple of days, which I guess we already do, but keeps the egg bill down a little bit.
I kind of worry about Logan. I'm always like, whenever he has a chance to go hang out with his buddies, I'm like, yes, go. Because I'm worried that he's strung a little tight maybe. So he just came super responsible.
Takes responsibility very seriously.
What's my...
Never got really any sleep last night because Gabe was snoring.
Were you snoring, Gabe?
He goes like...
Garrison complaining about Gabe snoring.
Hi, Gabe. You want breakfast for you?
Yeah.
This is pretty much how it goes.
I've always been a career person. I've always worked. I would prefer to be working rather than be home with the kids. Because in a family this big, one breadwinner is not enough. Whoever said babies are expensive, try having as many teenagers as we do. Holy cow, we have to all work. I do miss my kids. Hey, how was school? Will you check on dinner to see? I don't think I have to. I think Christine's probably planning on dinner. So she has dinner. Now that they're getting older and they text me and we communicate via the phone and stuff, that's nicer. I love it because I get my children And we do all the really fun things together, and I get to be the mom, but I don't have to do the cooking or the chauffeuring. On my days home, all I do is drive the kids everywhere. And I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm seeing to the homework and everything. And you know what? I like working more. So let Christine do that. And Christine likes to do that. I can say, I'm going to a movie. You watch my kids and they have somebody to watch them. I don't have to do everything. I have time for the things that I like to do too, not just household stuff. Cody's got a big announcement tonight. We'll see how this goes. I think I'm excited about it. I think the kids will be excited. So it'll be good after sitting all day long to go do the yard. I prefer outside work infinitely more to housework. So put me outside anytime versus cleaning the house.
First tree cutting scene.
He gets a little crazy with the chainsaw. So he was like, yeah, let's cut down all the trees.
I want to do something ultra dramatic, like drop a tree today.
What tree, Dad? What tree
Drop
do we
a
need
tree. Half of them are dead.
Let's do this cleanup.
Yeah, Dad.
Then next weekend we can.
No, next year. We'll do that.
Hunter knows. We don't need to drop a tree, Dad.
And helping my mom.
Helping me rake up. Good deal. You're a good worker. That's awesome. Savannah, she works right along with us, and that's how they've all grown up, seeing that that's how we were going to do things. So it's nice. They've grown up with this really great work ethic. I got Mary a dog, and I just brought it home. Nobody wanted it, so she could just leave it, so she had to bring it home to me. He was the best dog.
I grew up with dogs on a ranch, and they were brilliant. They were intelligent. You could speak to them, and they would answer you.
Dad, dogs can answer you.
Well, on a certain level. He is trouble.
He is a good dog. What does he do? It takes a lot of work, to get used to each other because you get out of the relationship what you put in, and that's a hard lesson to learn. And maybe ours is a little bit multiplied because I have to work at a relationship with Christine, and I work at a relationship with Mary, and I work at a relationship with Cody. It gives me a great sense of security to see him taking care of the needs of my sister wives. It's actually reaffirming to see him take time and the care with them because I know he'll then do it with me.
And they actually say if you're having problems like when you have two wives and you're having problems, marry a third.
You know what I was just thinking? Cody grew up with dogs, had dogs on the ranch, believed that he was Mr. Doolittle. What was that guy's name? Dr. Doolittle? I think it was Doolittle. Wasn't Doolwinkle, was it? Doolittle? Can't remember. Anyway, he believed that the dogs were speaking to him, that he spoke dog. And which is a new level of appreciating and liking dogs. But he said, but this one is trouble. That's sitting there as docile as could be, little kids grabbing it, hugging it, hanging on it. It's doing nothing. It is like the sweetest, most passive dog ever. Okay. Do you know why he said he is trouble? Because Robin doesn't like that dog. At this point, Robin has been to the family already. He's going to I think this evening's announcement is that he's going to ask to court Robin because they have already met her, which means she's already been to the house and she's scared of that dog. So he now doesn't like the dog. Just figured it all out. Never could understand why he didn't like that sweet dog, the one she kicked. Okay. Let's see here. Denicia Rose. Oh my God, now I feel like Robin took advantage of Mary even more than before in order to get her to divorce Cody. If something happens to me, then you officially get the kids. Mm-hmm. 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 Lynn said it is not fair for the older kids that they had to take care of the younger kids. Yard work is one thing, but cooking breakfast, making lunches, and getting the kids off to school was wrong. I agree. And I don't like that Janelle, in her free time, would go to a movie. I feel like Christine would never speak up and say, I need some alone time. I just want to go to a movie. But you know what? I don't think Christine ever wanted to go to a movie by herself. I think Christine wanted to go to a movie with Cody. I don't think she wanted alone time. She wanted Cody time, and Cody would never give her Cody time. That's what she wanted. She loved the kids, and it's true. Janelle was right. She enjoyed spending time with them and hanging out with them at night. But, there comes a point in time when it became too much. And after Truly was born, then she really did need alone time and Cody time, but she didn't get any Cody time because that's when Robin came in the family. Oh, that was the beginning of the end. Oh, it's all going to go downhill so fast. Terrible. Let me catch up on some of these. Okay. Betty B says, Cody played Mary like a fiddle. I think she really believes she encouraged to court Robin. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you for hitting the like button, Dee Dee. Number 148. Mm-hmm. Kathy, right. Cody just runs around in chaos. He only engages when they're adoring him. That's right. Mm-hmm. Why isn't Cody making breakfast and cleaning the house? Right? If he gets up as early as Janelle does, he could have started that breakfast or prepped it or cut up those strawberries that were there or cut up that cheese that Logan was cutting up. He could have started stuff for Janelle, but no, Logan. Mm-hmm. Logan. And I thought it was nice of Janelle to acknowledge that she was concerned about Logan and that any opportunity that he had to hang out with friends or do something, she was like, yeah, go, go, go. Because he took on so much responsibility. And I appreciated the fact that she said he naturally does it. Like he's just, and I do believe that is his nature. You can just tell. He's a nurturing, I'll handle it. He's probably amazing at his job. He's probably on top of everything, has all his ducks in a row. He probably can manage a team of 1 million people. That's who he is. Great guy. He also would make a really great father. And that's sort of the sad part of it, is I feel like he kind of got fathered out. Or maybe not. I don't want to, it's not right for us to assume, right? We don't know. Maybe Michelle never wanted kids. Maybe Michelle can't have kids. Maybe, you don't know. You don't know. Everyone's assuming that because he had to play parent for all these years, that he wants no part of it. We don't know. Could be the same thing with Aspen. Aspen might have been trying this whole time, but doesn't want to talk about it publicly. We don't know. So, but hypothetically, one could say, if everything is okay, then how sad is it that this could be a setup that would lead to a really amazing guy who'd make a really amazing father? Unfortunately, not doing so. Okay. Yes, Sonny. Cody only cleans the house for Robin and only does the dishes for Robin. Never seen him do it for anybody else, ever. Okay. Care. Does season 1, episode 1 sound like Mr. Rogers music? Oh. Yeah, this Christine's grocery money pays for all the kids to eat as needed, and Robin's grocery money. Now, I know that Christine and Janelle pool their money together, and that's obviously, as you can see, largely because Christine cooked dinner for Janelle's kids every night. I wonder if then Mariah felt out of place that all the kids were eating together and she wasn't. Or did Mary eat by herself? Or did she come? That is an odd situation to me. Did Mary never volunteer to, or did Janelle not want her kids over at Mary's house? Like that whole dynamic and the underlying story there, the fact they've been able to sweep that under the rug this long and just say Mary was mean, which tells you nothing, or using the A word, which means nothing. Robin throws it around right and left too. Like it means nothing in this family. I just, can't wait for that book where the details are going to come out, and it's not going to come out in Christine's book for sure. I don't know. I'll be quite honest with you. I ordered it. I'm going to read it. We'll figure out how that's all going to look and go down as we get closer to it. But I'll be honest with you. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of dirt in it. I really don't. I don't, because there's a lawsuit going on right now. She's not going to do anything that is going to make herself look like a bad parent throwing dirt at Cody that could impact her custody or financial suit with Cody regarding Truly. I don't think so. I think the timing of this book is horrible. I think she should have just said that she's working on a book and just left it at that. It could even be fully done and ready to go and just sitting, just waiting. Like just said, potential Christmas release. The bottom line is when the lawsuit is settled and done and the signature and the ink is dried, the next day it will be out on the shelves for everybody. No, maybe a week later, because we have to add whatever happened in the court case in there too, because that's good information that needs to go into the book. That's what we want to read. Oy, come on, people. We don't need to read whatever that. Should I read it to you again? Did anyone not? I think it was Sunday night. Most of you guys didn't hear. Okay, so let me read to you the excerpt of what Christine's book is going to be about. Okay. Oops. Oh, good, Jenny, good. You just took yourself away from the episode, didn't you? Yes, you did. Is it going to start where I left off? Oh, yeah, it will, I think. Hopefully that's where I left off. Okay, we'll pause it there again. Okay. Here we go. Tell me if this sounds like a juicy tell-all, here's all the dirt book. Okay. From TLC Sister Wives, star Christine Brown Woolley, a groundbreaking and heartfelt memoir about living in a family like no other and finding the strength to leave Mormonism and the only life that she's known behind. Christine Brown Woolley has always dreamed of having a picture-perfect family, beautiful children, an adoring husband, and of course, a sisterhood of wives to share with. That is a terrible sentence. I can't believe they ended a sentence with the word with. I'm sorry. God. Simon & Schuster, get it together. Okay. Raised in Utah by practicing polygamists, Christine knew her life was less than normal, but that didn't stop her from loving the full house of her childhood any less. Becoming Cody Brown's third wife in 1994, Christine finally found the big happy family she had hoped for. When TLC's hit show Sister Wives premiered in 2010, Christine knew it was her chance to shine a light on the brighter side of polygamy. The helping hands, the lively discussions, and their unmatched devotion to each other. Are we vomiting yet? Because we are more than halfway through the description of what this book is about. But the cameras also revealed a much darker truth. Okay, now this is just saying what the cameras revealed. This isn't about her telling any backstage drama details. All right. Now, this is the last 3 sentences out of this whole excerpt. Now, in this candid tell-all, right, proof to me, Christine shares for the first time the journey that led her away from polygamy and the bold path that she is carving to live apart from all that she has ever known. Moving, genuine, and insightful. This is a uniquely powerful tour de force of Christine's journey toward and beyond her time in the spotlight as a sister wife. I mean, wake me when it's over. I'm sorry. It sounds so boring. And it sounds very Christine Brown still. Doesn't sound Christine Woolley to me. It doesn't, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is just a way for them to see what pre-sales are going to look like, a way to still hide from Cody what's really in the book and keep away from him and his lawyers the truth of what's really coming out and make it look like it's going to be like watching paint dry and it's just going to be a boring book about another person who was in polygamy and who got out and their journey of how they did it. Because that's what it says. All right. I hope they're just duping us and they're fooling us. Yeah, we've seen the show. You don't have to recap everything we've seen on the show. And in terms of anything salacious or interesting or new or unique or different, really one sentence. Now in this candid tell-all, Christine shares for the first time the journey that led her away from polygamy and the bold path she is carving to live apart from all she has ever known. See, I don't think the path she is carving to live apart from all she's ever known is really that interesting. I think it's nice. I think it's sweet. I think it's empowering. I think it's go girl, but I don't think it's anything that we really want to hear. I don't think it's any of the dirt and the backstage stories and all this is where I wasn't being honest and this is where Cody told me one thing, but I knew he was lying, or all that stuff that we want to know. This sounds like what we've been watching for the past 15 years. Just in print. Like it seems like an extension of this book. Yeah. Like part 2 of Becoming Sister Wives. A bunch of lies put together in book form. That's Simon & Schuster. Is this Simon & Schuster? Because the editing in this was pretty horrible too. Yep. I thought they were a good book company. Maybe they're just a big company, but not necessarily a good one. I think this is Simon & Schuster too. Pretty sure. Yep, it is. How did they write a sentence like that? There's not that many sentences in this description. Okay. All right. So we'll read it. I might be completely wrong, I'm going to get it the day comes. We'll go through it. I'm not going to, I don't know how I'm going to read it. I'll be completely honest with you. We'll discuss that closer as we get closer to it. And I might have to go to do it the way I did it last time. I might have to do that behind the paywall. And I hate to do that to you all because I don't want to do, I'm not trying to get, I just don't think I want it out there to the masses in honor of Christine, who's trying to sell books. So I feel like the less people, but I definitely will still do like what I did with James. I'll definitely be coming on every day. I will be talking about every chapter, and I'll be like reading little excerpts from it. And I will be talking about everything that's good in every chapter. And if something jumps out and I need to read it word for word, I will. So I'll still give to everybody exactly what's going on. In my intent, I don't know what my life is going to look like that week in September, because that's right when the school year begins again. And it's just the timing of her book release is just horrible. Why can't it come out in the summer when nothing else is going on, and then everybody can just dive in and like dig their teeth into it and just enjoy it, and we can talk about it ad nauseum? But no, right when the show is going on and school's back in session, I'm working again, and so what I want to do though is a chapter every night. That would be ideal. We'll see. We'll see what I can do. We'll see. Okay. All right. Here we go. Chapter chats. Oh, I like that. I'm writing that down, Denicia. That is a cute name. Chapter chats. The name of our live streams, our nightly live streams once it comes out. Okay. 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 Let's go ahead and continue here. It still says Thursday, 5:53 a.m. So what they're doing is they had 4 boxes on the screen. And the first box was Mary waking up Mariah. So it was that scene. The other box was Janelle and her getting up, and then Cody coming in. And she said, most of the time, Cody will come in the morning and say goodbye to me. And I've learned to appreciate that. But then when he doesn't, he will berate me, of course, in his usual way. And even though he knows what time I leave to go to work, he will then scold me for going to work by saying, you didn't wait for me. True Cody form. I wrote that one down. All right. So now we are in the third of 4 quadrants. We'll see which one this one is. Let me get that sound up before I hit play.
Big announcement. I woke up a little bit early so I could start on getting some chores done. And then I woke up the kids. I wake up at 6:15 in the mornings, and then 6:30 I give the kids 10 minutes. Hi.
Christine.
Could you want 10 more minutes? Huh? Okay, lie down. Okay, I'm turning on the light.
Oh, wow. Mom.
Yes?
Shut the door.
Okay. My name is Christine, and I'm the 3rd wife in the family. I have 5 children. Aspen is 14, McKelty is 13, Hayden is 11, Gwendolyn is 8, Isabel is 6, and Truly is due in a couple months. Cody and Mary and I were actually friends for years before we got married. I really loved him tons, and he kind of loved me, and we went back and forth. But it took years for us to get together and really realize we really did want to be married. I always knew that I would live a polygamous lifestyle. That's probably just because I was raised in it. So I wasn't ever interested in single guys. If they'd ask my dad about me, I would just turn them down because I didn't want them. And the ironing since I'm the domestic one. He's lost every morning.
I keep my clothes everywhere, so I kind of live in this whole house. So I'll shower here, and then I'll have to run upstairs twice to get clothes that I can't find here. Or if I'm showering upstairs, I'm down here to dress because it's everywhere.
He needs triplicates of every single thing.
I don't have my own
There's a
space.
lie.
It's true. Cody has no.
He has a closet.
I have a closet. I have 2 closets.
He doesn't have 3.
And I actually get to share their closets. So in closet space, I almost have my own place.
I usually serve Cody breakfast. I don't have a toaster because more people die from toasters than sharks every year.
Oh, geez.
So I make toast in the oven. Okay, I'm gonna go get the girls.
Mom, your toast is burning again.
What? Darn it! Stupid! Darn it!
Ready to go.
Gosh, Peyton, why did you take it out?
Because it's burnt.
It's great.
It's not Peyton's fault.
You got to remind me to not leave the kitchen. Open the windows. What? I just burned the toast, okay?
This is so Christine.
Shut up.
She's the greatest cook. She's always got something for her. She's got all these friends who read way too much on the internet
No.
about how toasters are all
Kill more than sharks.
Yeah, and then start all the fires in homes and stuff like that.
And then
it's
hide
all
the
life skills that her friends have told her from the internet.
You know, I
know
think
what?
you burning the toast is more fire hazardous than that toaster.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
The toasters kill more than sharks do
It's true.
in a year.
Sharks
So she
killed-
gets rid of the
Stop it.
toaster.
Sharks killed 3 people one year, toasted 257.
Because there's
Put on the
39
table.
million toasters.
I never wanted to just be married to a man. I always wanted sister wives. I just like the idea of the companionship. I like the idea of the freedom that it got me. There's too many things that I want to do and want to be free for. And I just like the idea of having someone around. I just like the idea of sister wives a lot. I honestly wanted sister wives more than a husband for a good time of my life. I wanted the whole family. I didn't just want Cody. No, I wanted everything. There's situations where a girl will come into a family and just want the guy and it rips the family apart. I wasn't interested in that. I wanted the family. That's what I was interested in. I decided when I was about 19 and I wanted to enter a plural family, wanted to enter as the 3rd wife. I guess after you get 2 wives, guys are like, ah! And then a 3rd wife comes along and they actually say if you're having problems in like when you have 2 wives, when you're having problems, marry a 3rd because they'll even it out. So I only ever wanted to be a 3rd. I never wanted to be a 1st at all because I didn't want to be married to a guy by myself. And then I didn't want to be a 2nd because I felt like they were a little wedge in the relationship and I didn't want to be the wedge. I only ever wanted to be 3rd because it sounded the easiest.
Christine has a significantly demanding schedule because she's actually mothering the 12 kids.
Well, sweetheart, we can do the alphabet letters today. Do you put the alphabet letters on the fridge today?
Yeah.
Okay. And so as far as my role in the family, it's just being the one that keeps the home running smoothly. I want to make sure the kids are taken care of. Janelle works insane hours sometimes, and so I just want to make sure that her kids are taken care of.
SAVANAH.
Savannah is technically Janelle's, but we've raised all the kids all together. And so if someone tries to tell me that Savannah's not my child, I adamantly disagree. We always homeschooled our kids until about 5 years ago. We put our kids all in this one school that's a school for our people.
The private school's a homeschool coalition. It's a church school, a polygamous school.
Everybody that goes to this school believes in plural marriage. They all have tons of moms, all of them.
I want this.
You already had one. This is for
Mom.
excuse me?
I'm kidding.
That kept my around. This is a test to show how well you understand language skills.
But he got me a baby marker. They're mine, Mom.
I
Please
won't
get
win.
them for me.
If you make him cry, you get a chore.
Okay. But Mom, you don't want to.
You say you have to work on being nurturing. Even if it hasn't come by naturally, you do a really good job at it.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
If you give me your hand. your hand right here, Gabe. Even though she's not born yet, truly loves everybody in the family. They put their hands on my belly and she moves for them. Did you feel it? Should we see if we can find a foot? Because the foot's the coolest. Okay. You're looking for a little tiny bump. We're actually thinking about Truly Grace. Cute, huh? Yeah, I know. Truly Grace Brown. Because otherwise she'd be Truly Brown and then she's just Truly Brown. And we would have her middle name be starting with an A, but then she'd be Truly A Brown, and that would be plain stupid, actually. So, Truly Grace.
This keep sweet way of talking is annoying.
I'm tired. I've been working all day.
That was Isabel on the ground.
It's starting to get aggravated cleaning up the yard because no one wants to do it anymore.
We want to be done to the yard.
Gabe's pretending like he's dying.
Go run over there. So, tonight, the kids don't know anything about it, but we know, of course, that he's making the big announcement tonight. So we're all kind of excited about it. He's kind of a little off a little bit. I don't know. I'm hoping the kids take it well and everything. We'll just kind of have to see. We're pretty excited.
He's a little nervous.
I am nervous.
He's making the big announcement tonight to the kids that he's courting a woman. And he's kind of nervous how it's all going to turn out.
We haven't, been involved in a courtship for 16 years. Christine was the last, and
that was before any of the kids were born.
yeah, we've talked about it a little bit with the kids. And so now we're announcing it, and I'm nervous. Her name is Robin. She's 30. She got 3 children. She grew up in the lifestyle. And
she grew up in the lifestyle.
I'm kind of excited about it, but I'm nervous about telling the kids. I don't know how they're going to react necessarily. So, time to do it.
It'll be fine.
You don't get to talk about this to somebody else. This is family business.
Ooh, I don't remember that line.
You never know what you're going to get.
Yep. So this has been going on a while. So that's why he doesn't like the dog. Because she don't like the dog. Yep. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Big deal. Cindy from Oz. I've retired to look after 2 grandkids. 3 and 1, and I struggle. Christine did a great job. I don't know how she's that many kids. I think it's crazy. Purple agrees. 3rd wife would be the best. I agree. But I feel like Christine, when she said she wanted to be the 3rd wife, she also meant 3rd and final. I don't think she ever intended for there to be a 4th. I don't think that went over well. It would be so upsetting to see your husband so excited to bring in a new thing. Right? You can't convince me that they're not just acting excited. Because by them acting excited for Cody, it keeps them in Cody's good graces so that he continues to like them too. Because I do believe that he will shun them and be mean to them in their day if they're not supportive of the things that he likes. I think you have to walk on eggshells around this man. And it's not worth it to not be nice to him all the time. Janelle was smart to choose the dogs over Cody. That's so true. Oh. Mm-hmm. She did grow up in the compound. That's true. She did grow up in the compound. But did she really lead the life? I guess. I don't know. Did she go to school? I thought she went to a public school. Pretty sure somebody said she went to a public school. She didn't go to one of the schools. All right. Show's back on.
Everybody remember Robin?
Yes.
Do you guys like Robin?
Yeah.
Well, Robin likes us. I'm kind of nervous about this, so I'm going to try and chill out. All right, listen. Robin has a family, and what we want to do is I wanted to ask you guys what you thought about having our family grow by not just one with the new baby, but by 4 more than that. We'll go from 16. I'm I'm not. To 21.
Wow. We were beginning to feel like there was somebody else. I was starting to feel like I would comment to Christine, gosh, we sure need another one. It's getting kind of boring, you know?
Yeah, Mary made comments like that too. And I'd be like, you guys are insane. It's fine how it is. I don't want to rock the boat.
No, but I sort of felt like there was somebody else coming. We'd sort of started to talk to the kids about another mother coming to the family. So I don't think it was a foreign concept to them. They have peers several of them who've just had new moms come into the family.
Do you guys like Robin?
Yeah.
Did you like her? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Robin has her choice, but I feel like that we should invite Robin to come into our family.
Okay.
I got to pause this just for a second for all of you to let you know that this came up in one of McKelty's Patreons where somebody asked about this scene, and she did confirm that they knew about this ahead of time, and the scene was filmed specifically. It was like a setup scene for the show. So their excitement, and you can tell from Logan being overly excited when he's like leaning forward and going, yeah. It's kind of like, why are you so stoked about this idea? He overacted too much in the scene. And that's what made me think, even originally when I was watching this, that like, he's really excited about this new person coming in. Okay. And then going back every now and then when I would happen to see it or clips of it, I thought, I don't know. And then sure enough, somebody asked her. And so this whole little pickup scene here that was filmed, they had asked talked to the kids about it in advance, let them know, ask them what they thought about it. None of this was new to them whatsoever. So it's just them all going, okay, yeah. So it makes me wonder if McKelty wasn't excited about it initially, because she doesn't look excited in this scene. Like, not all the kids are playing along. They don't look angry in that, but some of them are doing the whole, okay, yeah. And other ones are just kind of, I don't know. Okay, I'll keep going.
Okay.
So Gabe is very excited.
I'm just not ready to pop the question, Besides, she can still say no, right? Yeah. Thanks, Joe.
Gabe, go get him, Tiger.
Okay, so she has not consented, and I have not asked.
Let me know what you just said.
Okay. What?
You don't know what Dad just said?
Gwenny, we're talking about Robin. Do you remember her and her girls and son? Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Did you play with Aurora?
Yeah.
Did you play with Brianna?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gwendolyn, can I communicate to her in just the words
Yeah,
she
you
understands?
communicate to her.
Sweetheart, there might be a girl that's going to be entering our family soon. So you'll have another mom and some other brothers and sisters. But right now, we're going to keep it quiet. And when Robin comes, are we going to go, Robin, you're going to be our new mommy?
No.
No, because she's not in this circle right now. So when she comes, we just go, Hi, Robin. How are you? Okay.
Good job,
So
Christine.
Is that good? Did I make it?
Yeah, you made me so I understood it, because until now, I didn't get what was going on. But does anybody concerned about this, or is this cool? Aspen, how do you feel about this situation?
Okay, I think it's fine. I think it'll be kind of weird at first, but I think it'll be like, okay.
So, McKelty, I mean, did you like Robin and her family?
Yeah.
Okay. Mariah, what do you think?
It's kind of weird, but I like her, and I like her kids a lot.
Okay.
What's weird about it, we've all grown up together, and so we're adding more kids and another mom. And so it's just gonna be different for a little while, but I'll get used to it.
I think Robin will be pretty cool. It'll be like more help and stuff.
She loves everybody. She connects with everybody.
I'm going to admit, at first I was like, oh, that's going to be a little bit different. That's going to be a little bit weird. Because, you know, I always grew up with 3 moms. We didn't bring one in the family. But the idea didn't shock me at all.
I'm not going to lie, there are jealousy issues. You know, hopefully that's something that
All right, there's a small little segment at the very end still. But I do not remember that comment from Hunter at all. That is fantastic. So they're all talking about what it'll be like. And they basically all say, like, it'll be okay. Or I wasn't shocked. But of course you weren't shocked because this isn't the first time you heard about it. You guys have been talking about it. So basically, if you take the comments out of like, oh, I don't know, I'm not so sure, but I wasn't shocked, or it's okay, knowing that they knew all about this going into it, and this is just role playing, makes it seem like nobody was really thrilled about the idea going into it. But for Hunter to go, yeah, it's fine, like it'll be fine because it'll be more help. All she did is take Cody away, take all the money away, and demand resources from everybody, and helped not at all. Occasionally would help with homework. That's it. That's it. Oh, if only you knew, Hunter. If only you knew how it was gonna go. Poor Hunter. I do have some other notes here, but I know this is going to come on soon. Oh no, it says we have a little bit more time here. Cody famously throughout this series puts Christine down. It's like his favorite thing to do when the camera's on. I mean, maybe he just does it all the time. I don't know if he's threatened by her or what, but this is so Christine. She's always burning something. Christine is known for being the best cook out of all of them, hands down. All the kids say Christine has the best cooking. Even Cody admits it in one of the, talking head interviews, like, oh, okay, if he had to pick a wife's house, like a wife's favorite, like, oh, he kind of like tiptoed around it. He said something like, well, each wife has something that they make that they like. And even Robin said, I have to go get lessons from Christine because Cody really likes. So he told Robin, Christine does the best cooking. But then on camera, he'll say she's always burning something and makes it sound like she's a horrible cook. He doesn't say, good thing she makes the best food. No. Just makes it sound like she's the worst cook. Okay. We're
Here
back
is
on.
this girl who's choosing to come into a family with 16 people, with 3 wives. She could have her pick. I mean, I know that she's a mom. She's been married before. She has 3 kids, but she could still have her pick. And she's really honestly choosing us.
The one with the
wants to
most
be
money.
part of the family.
I'm not going to lie, there are jealousy issues, I mean,
Alrighty.
there are, those are there. Those are natural. And, hopefully that's something that I can overcome.
When Cody first told me about her, I had a spiritual witness. I don't know how to explain it other than that this person was special.
That didn't age well.
All right, we're gonna have prayer. Should we have it down here? Because you put the pixies to bed. I'll go gather. Okay. Shh. Logan, will you pray, please?
Heavenly Father, thank you for our many wonderful blessings.
So just before we go to bed, we usually try to gather the family together, have family prayer, and that only manages to happen about every third night. I usually have to organize this and bring it together. Give me a kiss.
Okay, go get a bed.
I love you. I want to always be able to do a bed check. I want to peek on all of them. I want to see that they're all breathing and they're having a peaceful evening. I want to say goodnight to everybody as well.
You just turn off the lights and come up and make sure the door's locked.
All right. Okay. My wives and I have been together for 16 years, and all the children have grown up in this environment. Bringing somebody new into the family is a totally new thing, totally changing the dynamic, and is a really big deal. All right. I'm shutting off all the lights, Mayor. You're going to bed, right?
I like 3 wives a lot, and I'm kind of more hesitant in adding another wife. I like it easy, and so I kind of like just having 3.
So let's go to bed.
Christine has not said she wants it at all.
Recording for a couple of months.
See you, kids.
It's
couple of months.
Challenging because she's about 4 hours away. Biggest challenge of the distance is actually the fact that my wives don't like me being away.
I like my time with Cody, and having sister wives makes it so that I do have less time with Cody. Jealousy is something that I want to overcome.
Cody's my soulmate. I love him.
How's it going?
She's so annoying already.
Because wives are comfortable with another wife in this lifestyle, they're not comfortable with a girlfriend.
Well, yeah.
Little kitty hair. Like a
I don't want to be a boat rocker, and I like my boat rocked. And so, no, I little hesitant to accept another wife, but if it happens, that she just has to be absolutely amazing. Otherwise, it might be a little difficult.
It's like one of my favorite lines.
This season on Sister Wives.
I knew it would be complicated, but I didn't know it would break my heart as well.
I didn't know I'd be a victim.
Seriously, this is awesome.
I'm sorry, but with Robin coming along, it just changes everything. The fact that he had kissed Robin was devastating.
And not running away to chase another girl because I'm in love with her and not in love with them. I haven't fallen out of love with these women.
She's getting married. Are you guys sisters or moms or?
They're the advisors.
The advisors. Working.
Oh, the dress
Wives,
fitting.
they work together as a team, and I want to be a part of that team.
Love should be multiplied, not divided.
I think there's room for everybody.
Are you ready?
You're planning to be an expendable?
This is crazy going
Everything
back.
you want.
Crazy. Candace said, I think Janelle and Christine didn't want Robin to join the family. Did they agree only because they needed the TLC income? Did they knowingly make a deal with the devil? I don't know. Janelle confuses me. She really, really confuses me. I think deep down inside, she didn't want Robin there, but I feel like there was a part of her brain that wanted so desperately and deeply to believe this faith that she was in. And when it came to wives and kids, the more the better. So I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Cowgirl and Chrome. Yeah, it was all staged. You're right. Yeah, you could tell. Let's bring them all together and have this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, only 15 years older than Logan. That's right. That's why it always seemed like she had a crush on Logan, I swear, didn't it? She always seemed to, like, yeah, I don't know. I always get that sense. I know it seems so much more culty looking back now, doesn't it? It really does. More than it did when I first watched it the first time. Oh, that's right. Cody tells Robin, that's okay. Christine will show you. Right. Yeah, he did. When it came to cooking, that's all right. Christine will show you how I like my eggs. No pepper on them. Right, Care. Mary tries to overcome it by getting really close to Robin, thinking that would help her. I think it just made it worse. And then Robin uses that relationship to take advantage of Mary. And you're absolutely right. That's my shoe. It's not natural. Mary's like, I am trying to overcome this jealousy. Well, you're not gonna. It's not a natural thing unless you're a person that really just doesn't care about your spouse. Like if you don't have an emotional connection to him, or you really just don't even like him, or you don't want to spend time with him, then polygamy is okay. Because it's like, yeah, spend time with the other ones. I don't want you around me. That's a different situation. You found yourself in a situation married to somebody you don't like at all, and you really believe in the faith and you believe you can't get out, then all right, by all means. Other than that, if you are in love with somebody, there's no way you're going to get over that jealousy. It is not natural, and it's not something you're going to be able to get over. She's still not over it. After 30 some years, and then him doing her dirty for so long on camera publicly, and then she divorces him and leaves, you could tell that if he were to give her a call and say, I regret it all, come back, I want you as part of my life. You and Robin, I want you as sister wives. She would have been back. I'm convinced of it. Now, today, would she? I don't think so. God, I hope not. I don't think so. But up to where we are watching, I think so. I mean, I don't know about that last episode, because you can see there's a huge time jump from when she left just based on the weight loss. So I don't know how many months that was and exactly what all happened between that time. But definitely when she left him, she would have gone back for sure. Did she really leave for 5 years? No, she couldn't have left for 5 years because she doesn't have any kids that are 5 years apart from each other. Oh, I see. Mia said that she left for 5 years. But is Gabe 5 years older than Savannah? I don't know. I'd have to look at, do I have at one point I had their ages on a piece of paper. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Gabe, he's 3 years older than Savannah. So she couldn't have been gone for 5 years. 3 at most. But that would have been, yeah, 3 at most. It was, and it also doesn't make sense. It was 5 years because I'm pretty sure she left him 3 times. I think she left him 3 times. So for one of them to be 5 years long, that seems crazy. Okay. we're sure going to get a lot of drinking. That didn't click. We're sure going to get a lot of drinking words after 20 more episodes. It was insane. Yeah, Sam, right? I don't even think you have to say in my opinion. I think it's so blatantly clear that their witnesses are their feelings. Because it didn't pan out in the end. If it was a witness from God, it would be true. It would stand the test of time, right? So I think that's just something that they learned to say in their faith when they felt something that, oh, that must be a witness from God. It's so distorted. I know, isn't that funny, Kara? I go in there to make sure that they're breathing. And that whole bit, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that again. Maybe I'll do a short little recap of this episode too, to put it out. I'm not going to do as long as the other ones, but maybe I'll just have my own short little recap and put it out there. But we usually all do a prayer thing together. And then it all of a sudden becomes, it's usually about every third night. So it went from, we usually all get together. First of all, usually, he kept saying in here. His ambiguous language began in season 1, episode 1. Yeah, we usually get together and do this prayer thing, but yeah, it's usually every third night. Okay, so if it usually happens, it's not every third night, is not usually, but okay. So you usually do it every third night. So if it's every third night, but usually every third night, then that would mean sometimes it's every 6th night, every 9th night, or whatever. And then he says, I usually have to be the one to gather everybody up. Well, let me tell you right now, if you're the one in charge of gathering everybody up, this happens about usually every 9th month. It's not happening all the time. This is usually when the cameras are here. That's when it's usually happening. Yeah. Oh, goodness. The lies. Robin dropping breadcrumbs to Mary the whole time. Yep. And Mary, right from we see right from the get-go. I've said this before. Christine has never wanted to have Robin in this family. She never wanted her in there. She acquiesced, gave in because it was majority rules, because that's how the family worked. She didn't want her in there. Nope. And I think she was strong-armed by Cody saying, we need the money for the show. So I want to do it. Mary wants to do it. Janelle wants to do it. I think Janelle got strong-armed by the show as well, really. That she was kind of on the fence, but was like, well, I don't know, this witness thing that she felt. And then Christine just went, okay, majority rule. See, that's what I want in the book. I want the truth. Season 1, episode 1, before it began. Christine did not know about Robin until they were already bringing her. She did not find her and bring her. It was all of a sudden, everybody else knew about this Robin girl, and she's coming to meet me. What? Huh? Cody knows about her. Mary knows about what? Who? You're interested in her? You want to date? I don't even know who she is. Never met the girl. That's what Christine said about Robin. And she never really connected with her. And all of a sudden we're gonna court her too. The girl is pregnant. Of course she didn't want another wife in the family. Could there be a worse time? There could not. This was the worst time, the absolute worst time, especially if she was prone to postpartum depression, because we know she had it significantly with Truly, but it's my understanding that she had it with prior pregnancies as well. Truly's was the worst, but she had it with prior pregnancies as well. So, knowing that and knowing what you're going to feel like afterwards and your responsibility, Cody said himself, She was the one that basically was the parent for all of the kids. And now you're going to have all these other ones brought in. Well, fear not, because Robin isn't going to let you anywhere around her kids. But you'll hire somebody else to do it with your money, just so you know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right, Verna. He was not driving 4 hours to hold hands with her. No way. No way. The two people who were not pure before they got married, both being raised in a faith where that was like the most important thing in the world. I mean, I'm not condemning them. I mean, we live in a society that most people are not pure when they get married. But in this faith, it was very important to be pure when you got married. Neither one of them did it. Neither one of them did. Mm-mm. And then they got married and they've had all these kids. They've had sex for all these years. And they're now getting together. Holding hands. And they were both willing to continue to keep putting off the wedding so it could be on TV. Now, when most of the people, they get married like this. Why? Because they want to have sex. People in this faith want to get together. That's why. That's why these marriages are so short. Mary's and Cody's is the one that would normally be the longest because it's also disrespectful to the other wives to be courting somebody for a long period of time. Another reason that it was wrong for her and Cody to stretch it out as long as they did. You know, Robin's the one that stretched it out. She keeps saying it's Cody, and Cody's falling on the sword and saying it's him. I wanted the big wedding. Whatever. Cody wanted to get in her pants. So if he was willing to wait a year to marry that girl, they were banging. They were 100%. 100%. Okay. Yep, they were doing the nasty. Don't think they were sleeping on the couch. Right. They already acted intimate. The amount of like touchy, close. I mean, that you're not like that unless you're already doing the dirty. What's that? Bridget Hayes says, Jenny, I thought you were going to fall backward in a chair from laughing. I said how helpful Robin is going to be. I know. It really took me by surprise. Honest to God, I did not expect that. I mean, yeah. You know what? I need to make a list. All right, guys, write them in here. This is going to make a good video at some point. We're going to start making a collection of lines that did not age well. That did not age well. And that's a topper right there. So what I know somebody else wrote earlier in this episode, a line that didn't age well, because I remember seeing it in here. That didn't age well, but I don't know what it was regarding. So put it in here exactly what the line was and then what it was, because if I just see it didn't age well, I won't know what you were referencing in there. But definitely that's how Robin's going to be so helpful. Oh, another person's going to be so helpful to the family. Oh, goodness. There's no way I'm going to be able to go. I mean, I don't even know if I'll be able to get through season 1 before I'll have to make a whole video of them. But it would be nice to be able to get like season 1 done and then have a video of lines that did not age well. Sister Wives season 1, and then just to go season by season. That'd be fun. All about Robin from the beginning. Yep, she was a victim from jump. Right from jump. I didn't know that I was going to be hurt in all of this. Oh my goodness. She was not able to be empathetic to other people and show sympathy to other people right from the beginning. She made it all about herself right from the beginning. Okay. Oh, yeah. Real soulmate. I thought she wanted sister wives. Right. Yeah. Is he your soulmate or did you want sister wives? Oh, yeah. It did seem like Aurora had a crush on Logan, didn't she? Well, that's true, Cindy. We all kind of have a crush on Logan. Kind of is the perfect specimen. Great kid. Good looking. Great with kids. Oh, there you go. It's true, Teflon Queen. If you love your spouse, then you're going to be jealous. Yeah. If you don't care, spend time with the other wives. Which is interesting because Janelle's kind of that way. So I don't know if it's just her independence, but she was always kind of like, yeah, no, I need my space too. And she just said that in the last episode as well. Yeah, when we would go traveling and that, I didn't want him there. But, it's not even as much as, I don't even think it was that she didn't love him as much. It's just like, he's like the Tasmanian devil. Like, it's just, it was a tumultuous mess. And like, life was crazy when he was around. So it's like, let me just put my kids to bed. I don't need you around. Okay. Cody phones it in anyway. Oh. Oh, it was 5 months, not 5 years. That makes sense. That she left for 5 months. And she left a couple times. So one of them was 5 months. I don't know how long the other ones were. Okay. Gabe is 23, Savannah's 19. Yeah, depending on where their birthdays fall. When I made my list, it was based on how old they were on that given. I didn't write birth dates. I just wrote down how old they were on that given day that I looked them up. So depending on somebody could have had a birthday the next day and then it would have thrown them all off. So within 6 months, they could have been closer, or it could have been like 1 year closer, 1 year further apart, just depending on how birthdays fell. I should have written actual birthdays down, but I was just like really quickly trying to like jot it out just so that I could kind of see how many generally years apart everybody was. That's my shoe said. That's why they call it a cult. Believe everything, fall for anything. Oh, you know what? I just realized I hadn't switched my banners. Let's go. SOS supporters and big supporters. And while we're at it, before I finish reading the rest of these, let me give a shout out to our big supporters, GKitty52, Linda W., Carla Colson, Aaliyah, Crafty Florida Lady, Shaniqua Smith, Lisa True, Knit My Bit, Elizabeth Murphy, and Lynn Skinner. And our exclusive SOS supportees, which are Libby Scher, Sherry Hendricks, Laura McWilliams, Kay O'Brien, Lindsay B., Joni Crowley, Jenny McClutchin, That's My Shoe, Lisa, Alexandria Swan, Sochitel Amarillo, Holly Jones, Joni C., Susan Price, Brenda, Sherry Pazik, Lisa Gaska, Tracy from Tracy's Fractured History and More, Evie, Kendra MP, Rain Lady, Ladybird's Mom, Cheryl Smith, Steamfrog 99, Living an Eclectic Life, Sarah Lewis, Libby Scher, Sean J., Marie Crabb, Waldo's Mom, Laura Bondurant, Sharon, Dee Dee, Lisa F., Danny Towns, I'm Your Huckleberry, Ms. Lita, Julianne Kenkel, Michelle, Sunrise Sunset, Kaylin, Donna Redmond, and Jessica Denham. Thank you for being exclusive SOS supporters and big supporters as well. Okay, back to my comments here. Okay. Raiders Ma, thank you for the super chat. They don't have to live together to have kids. This is true. Absolutely true. He could have been stopping in to check on the kids and giving her a little hello. But I don't think that they were apart that long. I really don't. Because it would have come up in the book. Their separations were mentioned in the book. If they were gone that long, they would have mentioned that it was that long. I mean, I think. I don't know. What do I know? I mean, and they lie all the time too. So who really knows? Evelyn, you made the live. Hello, and thank you for hitting the like. And number 220 hitting the like button. Thank you very much. Okay. He loved Janelle because she was a provider. I mean, provider. How many hours a day did she say she worked? She left that house. She got up at 5:30 in the morning and she didn't get back until 7 at night. She worked a lot. She was like the provider to that family because Cody would get up and leave. But I looked up his job at one point. I have the information on it because McKelty mentioned it in passing once. So I looked it up and like the job itself pays peanuts. You know, it's like 20 to 30 grand a year because it's basically commission. So, I mean, certainly not what you support. It's not a job that you take if you have 18 kids. He would have made way more money going to Mickey D's at the corner and flipping some burgers and asking if you want fries with that for sure. And just doing that 40 hours a week. But nope. And he would have been home a lot more. Nope. He wanted to get in the car and just drive, make his own hours, do what he wanted to do. Because I don't think he sold very many billboards. They made a big deal in the book when he actually did sell one. There was like a story about, and then he sold a billboard, so he had money. Like whenever he would sell something, then they'd blow through the money. Oh, we got money. What are we going to do with it? Let's get another appliance or let's go on a vacation. Let's all go out to eat. It was the most irresponsible. The way they would blow through money blows my mind. Okay. Yep, never holding truly. Yeah. Did you see my video today too? Not even when she's sick. Okay. Love should be multiplied, not divided. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so much in here. All right, let me jump to try to catch up a little bit here. Hunter nailed Robin in her BS from the get-go. Robin never forgave him. Yeah. Yeah, well, clearly Hunter had expectations for her, right? That she was going to contribute to the family. And she didn't. She was supposed to be a help. She wasn't. Yeah, that one didn't age well. I've got that one, Joanne. It was actually Hunter who said it. Hunter's the one that said it, which is shocking. Logan said that he wasn't too sure about it, but it should be okay. It's going to be a little bit odd, but it should be all right. Yeah, he was just kind of like on the fence. But Hunter, yeah, he was one. And then she never really liked Hunter because he had expectations for her to like be like the other three moms, and she wasn't. Not even close. But there was another line too. Somebody else said that didn't age well, but I don't know what it was in reference to. Janelle bought a house and did a college degree during her separation from Cody. Oh, well, maybe it was that long. That's just crazy. Why would you stay away from him that long and then go back? Unless that was the period of time that he got the house. Maybe she just had it, living plural life. And then he's like, oh, I've got this house in Lehigh. Of course, he used a lot of her money to buy that house in Lehigh. But it could be. It could be. Somewhere I saw on Reddit at one point, kind of people trying to put a timeline together because between the show and the book, it's really difficult. They kind of contradict each other and they really go out of their way to try to not use dates. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. I think I'm caught up now. I don't know if they still have that house in Lehigh. I know that originally they did, but I think they sold it to, well, yeah, I think they sold it to like people they knew, but I think it was actually relatives. Wasn't it like aunts and uncles or something? I would like to know why she left so many times too. I do believe that she just couldn't. Well, her and Mary never got along, which is why, again, lies from season 1, episode 1, how Mary had a great relationship with Janelle at first. And so that's how she came into the family. No, it said right in the book, Cody was like having secret rendezvous with Janelle on the side, going to her work and taking her out to lunch without Mary. Yeah, that's not kosher. That's not how you're supposed to court somebody. No, they knew each other because she was married to Janelle was married to Mary's brother. So that's how they met already. So there already was an established kind of relationship. And then at an event, not an event, but like at Cody and Mary's house, like they have these like get together kind of things where people their age would just hang out at each other's houses, which I guess is not that unusual, but it feels unusual in their faith because they're always trying to seek out if somebody else wants to get married to them. Like in normal circles, it's okay because they're just other couples that come over or people that come visit. But like it always feels odd and weird in this faith to me. So at one point, Cody just started hitting on Janelle and saying, oh, what would it be like? That's in the book. Mary was not a part of it whatsoever. And then he goes to her work and he takes her out for lunch and he brings her flowers there. And yeah, and Mary basically acquiesced. They were not friends. They were not close at all. And so from day one, they didn't really get along in the marriage. It was not good. So that show, lies. So that's a big part of it. They fought like cats and dogs. And Mary takes a lot of responsibility for that, saying that she was very mean. And demanding in that, and Janelle just had it. Maybe all 3 times, so that's why she left. I'm not sure. But I know at one point, they were in a trailer for a lot of that time, and lots of kids, and I mean, anybody with a half a brain would say, enough, I'm out of here. So, and Janelle had the half a brain, so she was out. She left. At one point, she left and moved in with her mom, who was on the ranch with Wynn because she was married to Cody's dad at the time. So she lived with her for a while. And another time she bought, I remember she had gotten her own home. And yeah, she did. You're right. I mean, there was a decent amount of time because I know when she was living on her own, she was banking money. So, there was a decent amount of years. Okay. Was it Mary's relatives? I'm not sure. I just know that there were relatives of the family, but I do believe they eventually did buy it. I wonder if, no, I'm sure she didn't. What am I talking about? Did Janelle get her money back? No, because back then it was all family money. All back went into the family plot. Janelle didn't get any of that money she put into that back. Oh, you know what, Betty? This is my hot take on the hair plug situation. The reason why Cody hasn't gotten hair plugs, pain. Even though he will allow his kids to be in chronic pain all the time, I don't think he would. That's why he doesn't have a tattoo. That's why he doesn't like piercings. That's why he doesn't like tattoos happening. That's why he doesn't like piercings happening. He is so squeamish. He's like a little girl around pain. He doesn't like it. That's why his wives give birth like this. Mm-hmm. Don't scream out. Keep sweet. So I think he knows, as apparently it's supposed to be quite painful and the recovery is supposed to be quite painful. I think he's like, oh, it hurts? Okay. I don't think so. And when he said he was going to get a ring tattoo, now that he only has one wife, I'm like, no way. There's no way. If he ever got a tattoo, it would be the one spot on the body that hurts the least, not one that hurts the most. Never, never. Okay. Gosh, couldn't we just talk about all this stuff all night, people? Maybe Robin was confusing Janelle's contributions early on with her so-called. There's where the mix-up was. I did so much for this family early on. She meant Janelle did so much for this family. She's confusing who was who early on because we all work together. It's just so confusing. How do you figure that out? I don't know. Oh, goodness. A henna tattoo, yeah. If he ever gets one, it'll be a henna tattoo. I would not put it past him to get a henna tattoo and go every couple of days and get it refreshed. So it just stays there all the time so that people think he has a tattoo. All right. We are going to go. Let me pull something out of my funny folder, things that made me laugh. I will get a quote out too. All right. Here's my quotes. Okay. Oh, here's a perfect quote for today. Let me click it so that I don't do it again. Probably won't. I'll probably remember. But we were just talking about this, and I don't have the name of who said this. But I'll do the quote first, and then I'll put, how come that didn't cut and paste? Okay, we'll try that again. And then I'll do things that made me laugh. All right, let's try this one more time. Copy. Oh, because I'm doing it, because I'm an idiot. I'm doing it with my laptop, and then I'm pasting it with my mouse for my computer. That's why, Jenny, use the proper keyboard. Okay, let's try this one last time. Let me just right click and hit copy. Then we know we have the right one. Okay. And paste. Look at this quote. Follow your brain. Your heart is an idiot. Oh, Janelle, when Robin wanted to come in the family, should have just listened to your brain. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Is anything about that going to help your family? Anything about the fact she is not bringing in any employment, only debt, and 4 more mouths to feed, and there's no place to put her, and you have to get another home? What about the situation? Not to mention the heartbreak of it all. Oh, listen to your head. Oh, wait, Peach, what if your brain is an idiot too? Well, I got left behind. This is a good question. This is all good questions. All right. Let me find something that made me giggle. Let's see here. All right, that's my shoe. Oh, that's my shoe. You're here tonight. This was from, I don't even know what this is from. This was a screenshot I took. So this would have been probably the last time. I usually do the screenshots when I'm getting my hair done. Otherwise, I'm on my laptop. Let me just read it. Okay. That's my shoe said. I love how he pulls off her helmet. Okay, so we're going back to the 4-wheeler. I love how he pulls her helmet off. Her hair is perfect. I also love that when they go up on the ridge after the accident, her clothes are spotless. My guess, it's funny. My guess, somewhere in Flagstaff that day, a TLC intern making $15 an hour was walking around limping and bruised. Oh, so good. That's so true. Poor intern. Walking around bruised that day. All right. So, Joni Crowley wrote this one. Joni's in the chat here today too. I don't know if she still is, but I don't remember what video it was she was responding to, but in one of the videos she wrote, their conversations are like listening to the Teletubbies speak. It's like Tubby Toast 19 times. Boring and completely meaningless. Tubby Toast, Tubby Toast, Tubby Toast. That made me laugh too. Are Teletubbies still on? My kids like that. This was a blast from the past. All right. Made me laugh so hard. Let me sign off. Good night, sister friends. This was fun. I am so glad you all were here. I will see you again next Tuesday. We will do the next episode, maybe. Depending on my schedule, I will pop up another one in between now and then, and we'll try to start pumping these out so that we can start getting, we have lots of seasons to catch up on, people. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we have lots of seasons to catch up on. But this was a lot of fun. You are fantastic. You are the best sister friends, are the best friends in the world. Hands down. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Good night, everybody.
I remember when Sonny and Cher got divorced when I was 6, and it rattled me.
Things that make you go,